Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Friends from Work. I'm Tom, this is Sean, and on today's episode we're going to be breaking down / reviewing Avatar: The Way of the Water. But before we do that, do us a favor, leave a like and subscribe right now. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram. Links are on the screen and down below. And other than that, I'm just going to get right into it. I'll start it off. Regarding, because I think we're going to have different opinions. I did not like the movie as much as I thought I would. I was extremely disappointed. I think it was really, really slow. I feel like you felt the 3 hours. It honestly felt like 4 to me, because my issue was what they would do for every scene. It would be the story, whatever the situation is, and then they pause it and like do a 3-minute montage of how pretty the movie is, and then story, and then 3-minute montage, and then story, then 3 minute. Like, it was like, I get it. Like, I do agree. Like, I think we're all in consensus here that the CGI and animation and everything was phenomenal. But my biggest issue was we don't need to see every fucking scene. Even if it's going back to the same place. I get it. For new areas, go ahead. Do your montage. I understand that. That's how every story goes. You introduce the scene, the scenery, the set, whatever, initially. But you don't need to do it every single fucking time. It is annoying, and that they were doing that a lot for this movie. But that's one of my points, and you can kind of combat or agree, disagree.
I don't know if I would agree. There are points that it dragged. I would say it was more so in the middle. I thought the movie started off pretty good, got right back in like where it not where it left off, but like right into the story. It didn't it just like got right into Jake and his family, and then like the other girl, and then the little human boy, and like Spider. What they were doing. Then like right into Earth and like what their plans were and them coming back, and that basically happens in like the first, I don't
know. The initial part was fine.
I do agree it dragged in the middle.
Yeah.
I think after they're forced to run, it drags for like an hour.
That's where I felt it the most.
Yeah,
I agree.
In the middle, at the beginning, I feel like they get right to it. I like the movie. I kind of felt the opposite of the time. I've kind of felt like it had been so long that I was like kind of really just assuming it, like, I don't know if hoping's the word, but like just thinking it was going to fail and just be super trash. And I thought it was kind of good. I was intrigued with the storyline. It was pretty, I don't know if bare bones is a word, but basic. But it is it's just a basic story. Like, we knew what was going to happen next. They were going to come back. You know what I mean? Insert. You know what I mean? They were going to, Jake and was going to at least have one kid, and like.
Yeah.
A thing that I do and I don't like. I did like Quaritch, Colonel Quaritch. I think it's Quaritch. The colonel that they brought back.
Yeah.
I do and did like him as a villain. It's kind of cheesy that they're like, oh, guess we just download him.
That was my issue.
Even though he is awesome in the movie and he is a good villain, I just thought it was kind of whack because it just feels like, well, can they ever kill him then? And that at some point, I love when. That's why I was saying I like the beginning when Nakiri, Zoe Saldana
Kravitz.
hears her voice. Kravitz, Saldana.
Sorry, yeah.
Did she used to be Zoe Kravitz?
No, that's Catwoman.
But either way, like when she hears his voice for the first time and she's like, "I'll kill you as many times if I have to, demon," and I thought that was cool. And I think he was dope. I just think the whole concept of just like
that was
right before the battle, we downloaded his mind and he's back now. Like,
okay, that was my issue in my head because the way I looked at this movie, it's been 13 years and they hyped it up really well. They promoted it really well, obviously with commercials, but also like. The actors, commentary, and obviously director James Cameron were like really saying this is going to be a great movie, and the expectations were really high. I mean, I wasn't expecting like an Oscar-worthy, a phenomenal movie.
I think it is going to win awards,
but for like not for the plot.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The animation stuff. This is nothing about the animation. This is about the story. Like the animation, CGI, everything was phenomenal. 10 out of 10. I'll get into that. I'll get to my pro. That was pretty much my only pro is that, but I'll break it down in more detail in a bit. But their story was literally just copy and paste Avatar 1 to Avatar 2. Like, the Colonel, like, they legit copy and pasted the fucking scene of when Jake was trying to learn it, the Banshees. And then he did the same thing. And
some of it.
That's what I'm saying. It was like so
there are
basic.
There's some
like,
point,
they
but
brought
like.
back the same villain, too. Like, I disagree with that. It was such a cop-out.
I do think it was a cop-out, but I like him. And I do think he does a good job as being the villain, so. That part where it's like, I guess I'll get over it because he is a really good bad guy. And it's kind of believable. That is in the like the tech, the era they're in or whatever.
But like they just,
so it isn't
they
like
didn't
this.
even say that.
But it isn't something. Yeah, they never mention it. But that's the part where they never mention it. But it's not like out of the realm of possibility what's happening. It ain't
I agree,
like,
but
so it kind of makes sense. But I thought like I think he was good in that. Like it was a cop out where they're like I think they couldn't think of anybody worse or anybody better, and they're like, you know what, everybody loved this guy. Let's just bring him back.
Yeah, like in my head,
and in my head, the shitty part now is like now he can't be killed. So it kind of like
defeats the purpose of
him being in it. It's like, oh, they kill him.
It'll be like Abomination or Doomsday, not Abomination.
Yeah, he's gonna put him in another fucking Avatar, and he's gonna come back. But like I said, the plot is bare bones. But that's all James Cameron's movies. They all are pretty basic plot with a like extravagance. Like Titanic is boy loves girl.
Yeah,
like that's just really what.
But
it
you
is.
can also argue that for like all movies, though.
Some like Inception isn't just some basic.
But I'm saying they always have a base point, but you can branch off and build off whatever the base.
Well,
point
I feel like they
is.
did that in this. I do think it was a basic plot, but I think all his movies are that he's never like, oh, I'm gonna have this intricate plot. But like I said, I do agree it dragged in the middle. It was a beautiful movie. The action scenes were dope, like the last one. The fighting scenes are crazy when Nakiri, when their son dies, spoilers.
Wow, fucking 10
she
minutes
goes crazy, and that was an epic scene. When she initially saves her kid, like I said in the initial, one of my favorite scenes is when Quaritch initially comes back. When you see him the first time, when he catches the kids, he finds out Miles is his son.
Yeah,
and it's just like I said, he's like a different kind of scary where like he's like being cordial, but he's gonna like rip your throat out.
Yeah.
And then like I said, like when she hears his voice, she's like, "I'll kill you as many times as I have to." And like I said, I've really enjoyed the beginning of the movie. I thought that it jumped right back into it.
Yeah, I say they started off strong, but I feel like they continued.
I don't like the part where you're saying with the 3 minutes here. I feel like that was more in the middle when they were like doing the water stuff.
Yeah,
I think it was like they were
I
blah blah blah.
For like
cool.
For like the intro when they started at the first 30-40 minutes, I agree with you completely. I didn't feel like lag at all. Like I understood it was going well, but once after they escaped, like you said, I just feel like it dragged the rest of the movie.
It did, yeah. When they left and they went to them, like
not even just the middle part. I think
the
once
water
they left,
the end was kind. I don't think the end really dragged.
The bar was way dragged out.
I guess it kind of was. I don't know. I feel like the first one was where like you thought it was going to be over like two or three different times.
Yeah, I'll say it. But a thing I also want to bring up is their subplots. One I feel like some of them weren't finished or like half-assed, or like we'll say a cop out, similar to the Colonel when he came back. Is the father and son story. It just felt like it was kind of like half-assed. I didn't feel any connection whatsoever. Like he was like, because he was like, "Oh, you're not my son. You're my son. You're not my son." Like he kept going.
Quaritch and
and
Spider.
And like it didn't feel like the emotional connection.
And some of the stuff research I was doing, they're gonna make it like I think Quaritch is gonna have like a change of heart, and he's gonna be like some Vader type thing where like, oh, he's gonna, you know what I mean? That's gonna be the thing.
If they wanted to do that, though, if that's what they were setting up, what I'm saying is they didn't do they didn't make that connection well enough to if they want to do that for the third and fourth movie. That's how I feel.
I think some of that stuff they're saving for other movies. I think they're like, all right, this one we'll do this. You know
I disagree with that.
I'm not saying I agree or disagree. Yeah. I just think that's what they're doing. Speaking of things I think that were like they brought up that I thought was gonna be a major plot line and they just moved along was like. They're like, oh, in the whale's brain, there's super potion that stops people from aging. Yeah. And they talk about it for like 10 minutes. I'm like, hey, I want to know more about that.
Yeah, you can stop it from aging. All right, take care.
It's like, does it work on the Na'vi too? Like, you want to be, can they never die? It's like, what? Like, they were just like, yeah, we're talking about that. They killed one whale and the baby whale or whatever, and then like that was it.
Yeah, no. The story format. I really do feel like they really did heavily rely on the CGI for their pushing point. Was it what I put down? Selling point, not pushing point.
I mean, that's always was a selling point, though. Was like how beautiful the world was going to be and how cool the blue people are going to look.
Yeah, but I mean, I think the movie could have been better. If it was 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
I 100% agree there. That would probably be my biggest.
I would not complain as much.
I do think, especially if they plan on doing 5 movies, why are they doing so much filler?
Why the fuck is it 3 hours?
Yeah, why are there so much? I do think they waste a lot of time just like like,
this felt like an ego stroke for Cameron.
I mean, the first was kind of like that too, where they're just like running through the jungle and a chase scene.
But it was, I think it was a little more well paced. Like I've watched it a few times.
I think times have changed. That movie was 13 years ago.
Yeah, but I haven't watched it this year, but I haven't watched it beforehand. But I can't recall when I watched it the few times I have. I was like, oh, this is moving slow. There probably were lull points.
I don't know. I think in the middle of the first one, it gets kind of boring too. So I think it was similarly paced as that. I just think our attention spans are getting shorter and shorter as time goes on. So I do think, similar to a lot of good movies, we haven't done this movie in particular, but I always felt like The Batman would have been way better if it was like 30 minutes shorter, maybe even 45 minutes.
I agree. I'll agree with that.
They just had and I don't even think it was completely terrible, but it's like, it kind of like hurts your movie when I'm just like, man, how long have I fucking been in here?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? If you can make it to it, it's like, then I'll watch it again. Like,
and
I don't even want to watch The Batman again. It's like, oh, am I going to sit through 3 hours of movie?
Yeah,
like, what the fuck?
That's how I felt. Like,
I watched it a couple times, and I was like, am I going to watch this shit again?
Yeah.
It's fucking 4 hours. Like, you know what I mean? It's 3 hours, and it feels like 4 hours. Like, I'm not going to watch this. Like,
yeah, no, that's how I felt about it.
So I do think some of these directors need to get back to making some, I don't know, 2.5 hours, like, max. Like,
yeah.
Some of these,
even 2:45.
Or it's like, okay, it's the finale. Okay, this one's 3. It's like every movie's been 3 hours. Like, it kind of takes away the appeal. What's the last one going to be? 5 hours? Like, it's gonna be a 2-parter. Like,
I will blow my brains out.
So I do think they need to focus on that and kind of take some of the. I know that doing a little bit of research, they cut a lot from the movie already.
What the fuck did they do? What the fuck?
Just like probably stupid scenes of like learning how to ride a fucking whatever, some stupid bull or you know what I mean, something silly. But they cut a lot from it. So I think they do need to focus on that, and like if some of this backstory, it's like do a little mini series on Disney or something.
They could so do that.
Yeah, like if you just want to like make it like a Planet Earth type show, but it be like Planet Navi or whatever, and show all the shit you want to show, and stop wasting like important time in a movie where it's like, yeah, it's cool, it's beautiful, but like it's not moving the plot forward.
I honestly want to see the Earth die just because after that, but. A subplot I do want to talk about too before we get a little off track is Grace's daughter, Kitty.
Yeah. Well, is it? Well, it's her voice, right?
It sounds like it.
It is her. It's her.
Like
yes.
a morph voice, right?
Yeah, it's her voice. Yeah, maybe they make it seem like she's more of a child, but it is her.
That's what I
who's
thought.
voicing the character.
That's what I fucking thought.
Sigourney Weaver, right? That's
yeah.
Her, she is voicing the character Kiri.
Is it Kiri? I swear I thought I kept hearing Kitty.
No, it's Kiri.
Oh, whatever.
Their adopted daughter or whatever, I guess. Yeah, she, they basically explained is like, if you've seen the first movie, the doctor chick who's dying and they try and fuse her body into a avatar, a real one, and it doesn't work. They say that it didn't work, but that body gave birth to a baby, and it was Kiri. And like, in the movie, she's voiced by her, but she is not her. Like, she considers herself her daughter, and she's like a hybrid. Well, she's a half human, half Navi hybrid, but she's also like in tune with Iwa and like control. Like,
that's what I wanted to talk about.
She control the animals.
They never explain that.
Yeah, because I think it's going to be something more along. Like they didn't want to get into it. That'll be the plot of the next movie,
I guess. But
like she was basically like a superhero who can like do what they could do when they attach their tails to shit, but like she could just do it with like everything. The Force, whatever, basically with everything. But like she'd be like listening to the ground, and that's basically like her like listening to the whole planet type of shit. So like, and she's like I said, like a super hybrid baby.
But like she was like a fucking aqua fiend too. Like she was just fine underwater.
Well, yeah, like I said, because I'm assuming she's like a super being or whatever. She's like,
well,
it's very confusing. Like she has superpowers where like she can do everything.
They explain a bunch of random shit, but they, like you said, we'll go back to like the whole fucking whale juice. Like they explain that for a little bit, then move on. But we can't get like the commander of the water clan. Like he could have been like, oh yeah, I could tell she has powers from this fucking plant or fruit or whatever.
Yeah.
But and then just leave it for the next movie.
Yeah.
But like,
nobody ever really addresses it, because I think it's this weird thing where they all talk like they're really in tune with Iwa, so it's like they just think like she's just some sensitive ass girl, like, but she actually does have powers, but they don't like super address it, like what the hell's going on with her. So I'm assuming that's gonna be some of the next movie shit, like what's going on.
You know what didn't make sense to me? This popped in my head. What was the middle child's name, or the younger brother? Just bring the notes over here. So it doesn't matter. Like,
I wrote the names down because they're tough. It was No, Tuam, Loke, and Took. Took was the little one.
Oh, I thought it was Duke. Wow.
What is it like? Look, you thought it said Kitty?
Yeah.
What is going on?
What's this bullshit ass accent? Just fucking speak.
Okay,
white.
I forgot which one, but the middle child you were saying?
Yeah, the younger brother.
The younger brother.
Not the prize possession.
Not the one that dies.
Yeah. Spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. I like some of his stuff, but one thing I didn't like. So Jake said to him, after like they fought, like the kids all had like a little scrap. He was like, "Hey, go apologize to him. Go make peace. We ain't got time for this shit. We're guests here." And he goes over he's like, "Hey man, I'm sorry for that." And then they go out and they leave him there, and he meets the toucan or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine. Then they bring him back, and then Jake's mad at him. He's like, and then he yelled at his older brother. He's like, "I told you to watch him." I'm like, did you fucking tell him to go like apologize? And then like he went to go do that and try to make
I thought
peace?
I think that was just a good example of like, I thought that was a good job of showing like, just that's how parents are. Like, they don't realize, like you said, like, didn't you just tell me to go over here, motherfucker? Didn't you tell me to follow him over there? Like, the parents just get mad. Like, it just shows where like a lot of times in the movie, Jake just gets mad because his kids were in danger and he just lashes out at one of them, like one of the sons, because he was like, it's your fault. Like, but he's really kind of mad at himself type of shit where it's like he should have been there. You know what I mean? If we're going to go into layers. But yeah, I thought that was cool. Like, because one of the opening scenes is they attack a rail car and the boys.
Those two fuckers are
they're supposed to be scouts and they're not supposed to go to the ground, and they go on the ground and they almost get smoked.
Yeah.
And the dad's like fucking pissed.
I understood every other part of him yelling at them. I understood that. That's the part that made zero fucking sense to me. But like that was the only part. But everything else when he was like yelling at them, I was like, I understand. Like I understood. That was the one part I didn't like. Do I want to get? Yeah. Okay. No. This is one more point before I discuss the finale. Regarding the new avatars, how the Colonel came back and all his crews came back. One thing I thought was corny is now they have tattoos. I don't know, like they fucking tatted them up beforehand.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was saying. Like, oh, here's our avatar. Let me get some cool tats. I thought that was.
Or maybe it's their tats. Maybe they just did it while they were waiting or something. Maybe it was just part of like the process when they're building them. Or
well, I mean, that's what I was saying. Like they stick it on there. It wasn't like you're not like morphing. It's not like Hulk. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, that's what I meant, but I'm assuming they're like creating it in like a regeneration.
That's what I was saying. I thought that was
with like 3D printer type of thing.
I thought
so. If they were doing like, you know what I mean? They were probably like, oh, let's make it look as much like their body as we can.
Yeah, I just thought that was. I didn't like that crew at all. It was like the corniest fucking crew because one of the guys, one of the tough guys, who kept saying "hoorah, hoorah, tough boy," like yeah, brother. Come on,
the crew was whack. I did like Quaritch coming back because I thought
that was fine.
Like I said, it is a little cheesy that they were like, "Oh, we downloaded your brain."
Yeah.
Like, it'd been better if he was like not dead, or like somebody found him and dragged his body and they put him back in a fucking avatar. Like
that would have been fine with that.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like they thought he was dead and fucking they brought him back and put him in it, or like. Something like that.
Or they could have brought him
I
back
thought it was like, it was kind of like plot armory where they're like, oh, we're going off for the final battle. The guys think I should download my brain first. You know what I mean?
Fuck off.
Yeah, like exactly. He's geared up for the battle of his life.
What he just said, they could have done is like, oh, okay, we're going off their fancy technology. You can move a fucking brain, but you can't put a GPS in the fucking robot. So you can't just track it. Oh, he's dead right here.
Yeah.
Track, and then bring him back to life in the fucking thing.
Yeah, like somebody sneaks him back on the ship when they go back.
It would have been stupid, I agree, but it would have been as stupid as, oh, here, we downloaded your brain on this USB.
Yeah, that to me felt like they were like, oh, we want him back.
They didn't know what to do for the villain. That's what it felt like to me. I was like, oh, we don't know what to do for the villain. Oh, fuck it, he's alive.
Yeah.
That's what that felt like.
I do agree in that sense, but I do like him as villain. I thought he did a good job.
He's a cool villain.
And I thought he did a good job in the movie. I thought he was pretty interesting. All the scenes he were in were pretty good.
But yeah, regarding the bad avatars, I call them. Another thing that didn't make sense to me was okay. So if you remember in the first one when Jake first came to the Na'vi, the planet Pandora, and he was out there as the avatar hunting them or whatever, and we're scouting them out. And those like werewolf alien dogs, whatever you want to call them, they didn't want to fuck with him at all. Like they attacked him straight up, and he was an avatar, right? And he wasn't a natural born Na'vi. But then they retconned that, and then when the reason like, oh well, the Banshee, they kept saying, oh, if you're an avatar, they're not gonna fuck with you. But the Banshees were fucking with Jake in the first movie. Like fuck with them constantly. The dog.
I don't know if they were.
But then
didn't he fuck with them though? Like
no, that was different. I will agree, but also it's like, Then when all the bad avatars came to the planet, they're like, oh, since they're avatars now, the dogs saw them like, oh, we won't fuck with you. You're a Na'vi.
Yeah, I get
that was like, what the fuck?
A little bit, yeah, but the dogs didn't mess with Jake, didn't.
Yeah, they all surrounded. That was when
That's because he had a fire or whatever. Because you're not supposed to do that. Like the Na'vi didn't make fires or anything like that. Remember what happened was Jake was out there in the first one. They tell him not to mess with like the big elephant thing, and he does.
Yeah.
And then that thing scares the dogs, and that's what gets the dogs riled up and chase Jake. Then he like lights a fire. He gets away from them. They stop chasing him.
Yeah.
But he like lights a fire in the middle of the woods because that's what his training tells him to do. But then I'm assuming that's what like pissed them off or something. You got to remember, like.
But they attacked him though.
Yeah, like in the woods, like when the fire. That's what I'm saying. Maybe they don't like maybe that was like some of the forest was attacking them shit where like you're not supposed to light anything on fire. I don't know. Like they left him alone. Like when they were initially walking, she's like, if you don't bother them, they won't bother us. Like they weren't attacked. They never attacked Sigourney Weaver or Norm or any of those other guys. They were attacking him because they're like dogs. They smell fear or whatever. And he was like nervous because he didn't know how to act. So I don't know if that's more so like maybe those guys were the same. They weren't nervous. But Jake was all, and even when they were circling him, he was like had his gun out and like, and again that was before they knew about guns too.
Yeah,
the dogs knew about guns. Now they know better than to fuck with some guys with guns. Like back then they didn't know what guns were at all. Now it's been 13 years and Jake and all them have guns this whole time too.
I don't know. That part didn't make sense. Maybe I'll have to.
But I do remember you saying where you're like, oh yeah, you guys can just go up in the mountains. Nobody will bother you.
Yeah.
But they did get bothered. The kids noticed them right away. They're like, those aren't our guys.
And then they I mean, I think they fixed it because I was watching. Because once I started to get really bored, I was like, all right, I started nitpicking because I was getting really annoyed how long it was, or how long it dragged, I should say. It was when they were in the mountains. They said, oh, we can only be up there for 10 minutes. And then like they sat there for like fucking 30.
Oh yeah, that I do agree there.
Like,
yeah.
I'm like, what
She's
the
like,
fuck?
yeah, 10 minutes and we're covered. And then it's like, they were there for like 3 hours.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, now you're fine. Would you fucking put on your cloaking device? Fuck you. That pissed me off. But because I want to save the finale, do you have anything to say regarding prior to the finale? I know I went on a little tangent there.
No, not that good thing. The one thing I do wish is we knew a little bit more about what was going on Earth. I think I would.
Yeah, they said that there was like, oh, Earth's dead.
Basically it's like Earth's dead now. They're basically coming there to live. And then, like I said, the thing with the whale serum, like in their brain, you're like, oh, it just makes people immortal. And you're like, oh, okay.
Okay. Anyways, look.
It's like, you don't think everyone just drink it right then?
Right.
Like, everybody, would you like some? Everybody? It's like, no.
I'd fucking kill someone.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so yeah, finale. I know you disagree with me, but I feel like the finale was too dragged along, again, similar to the movie, because there was like two separate battles. It was like, oh, we're battling here. And then it stopped, and they're like, oh, okay, but we're going to battle again. And I was like, what the fuck?
Let's finish over here.
Yeah, over here, guys. And they're like, one more time over here. Like, that really annoyed me.
I don't know if you noticed this, but the one thing that annoyed me about the ending is, like, the Water Tribe people were just, like, not in it anymore. Like, they were.
They just kind of disappeared.
Yeah, they're like, they're in the initial charge or whatever, and then you're like, where'd they all go? Like,
oh, yeah, it was just like, what, Nakiri and...
Jake. It's like...
And the kids, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they all were just like, all right, you guys got him here, right?
Don't worry. But yeah, no, the finale really annoyed me. Somewhat annoyed me. I don't say really. The action obviously phenomenal, but the dragging really point.
It was just sometimes it was just like fighting in action for fighting in action's sake.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. It was corny. There were some parts that were corny. It was like, let's get it done. I'm like, calm down, champ. Trying to think what was the one thing that really annoyed. It was okay. So after the battle. Oh, no, here it is. So, whatchamacallit. So, Colonel takes I forgot which kid. I think it was Kiri.
Yeah.
Takes her hostage. And then Nakiri takes Spider hostage. I'm like, oh, damn, that's crazy. Whatever. I was okay with that. Whatever. I understand standoff.
Well, yeah, that was after he killed his son, too. And
yeah. And that's what I said. I was like, okay, I understand. I'm not mad at it. The part I am mad about is that, Spider saves the Colonel, saves him on rock. He says, peace out, whatever. That's pretty predictable. And then swims back with them. And no one ever addresses it ever again. They're like, oh, you took me fucking hostage and you cut my fucking chest. But like, no, that's fine. Like, they never fucking addressed it. They're like, oh, it's fine.
Well, I mean, he's just a psycho, so there's nothing to address.
But no, I'm not him. I'm talking about Nakiri when he cut Spider's chest.
Oh, yeah.
And then he swam back to the Avatars, which I get. That's his natural home at the end of the day. but like it was never addressed. He was like, so like why? Like no one ever brought it up. Like Jake didn't even say in the battle. He wasn't like, "What are you doing to Carrie?" They just stood there like,
well, she's a fucking psycho, so nobody's fucking with her. I do agree that they were like trying to make the ending like really, really epic. But I do think it was like wonderfully shot. The CGI was dope.
Oh yeah.
And the blue people just look like badasses when they're fighting.
Oh yeah.
They really got that down pat.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, regarding the CGI, I will say, obviously, without a doubt, the CGI was really good. What I was really impressed with, because you have to think of it, and when I was watching it obviously consciously, I wasn't fucking unconscious. I was making sure I was like looking at it every day, like it was real. All they did was like they shot in like some shitty pool, and like with all their stuff on. But obviously, you have to make the whole world, and the really attention to detail was like really good. With, like the hair, like the everything did it. There was never a moment where I was like, oh, this is kind of. This looks like a cartoon. This looks anime. Like the water on the skin shit impressed me because I would watch. Shout out to Corridor Crew if you ever watch their channel. They do like CGI breakdowns. I told you about it. Mm-hmm. They brought up the fact on how hard it is in general throughout their videos. They say how hard it is to edit water and do water simulations, everything like that. How it is on contact with skin and all that. To do water CGI is like the fucking like god tier of like the most annoying thing to make, and like. It looked like an actual movie, if that makes sense, like live action.
The CGI was amazing, and like I said, the world was beautiful. I'm intrigued to see where they're going to go in the next one.
Because 3 and 4 are already done.
Yeah, 3 is done. The plot for 4 is done.
Yeah.
James Cameron said that 4, 5, and 6...
5 and 6.
Oh, no, 4, 5, and 6 are like going to be released based on how good this one does.
Oh, no, I thought
like they shot 3 and 2 side by side, like they're together. 4 is like ready to roll. They gotta he said it's gonna be epic.
I thought it was 3 and 4 for sure, and then 5 and 6.
No, it's 3 that he said 3 could end with 3 and it'd be fine.
Oh, okay.
So like he said, if it has to end in the third one, it would be a satisfying ending. But he said if 2 and 3 do well in the box office, they're gonna do 4, 5, and 6. And the script for 4 is amazing. It's already approved. Everyone loves it, and it's supposed to be like crazy. Yeah. That one's supposed to be crazy. But like he said, it has something to do with how well they do in the box office because they're just a pain to shoot.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he said, and they're about to do it, by the way. Last time I checked, they're at like 1.6 or 1.7 billion.
Oh, then they're definitely going to do it.
Well, yeah, because they said they had to do $2 billion to break even for this movie. Wow. Yeah, that blew my mind. I was like, the ego stroke on this fucking guy's like, yeah, we got to break even. A little more. But they'll probably surpass it if it's...
That doesn't even make sense. $2 billion?
Yeah. Well, because you think what they cut, too, is like, it's not just that movie itself. It's the CGI.
I'm assuming it's like, that's if everybody gets paid and they, you know what I mean? Yeah, still even like how much does it cost? It can't cost them $1 billion to shoot the movie.
I would. Have you seen the fucking CGI? The man hours you have to do to edit that shit. Like it doesn't take like you and like let's say you and I were trained for 5 years.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. What do they get paid? $100,000. 10 guys. That's $1 million a year. For 10 years, that's $10 million.
But they definitely had fucking more than 10 guys on it.
But what I'm saying is, even if it was 20, that's 20. Like it's a big jump from $1 million to $1 billion. Like
I agree, but
if they had 100 editors, 100 CGI editors who made $100,000 a year, that's $1 million.
They definitely
times 13 years. That's only $13 million.
They're paid. It's hours.
I know, but what I'm saying is like it's not man hours. Those guys are on salary. Like,
but no, I'm saying is like they've always discussed like when they have
Yes, but what I'm saying is like what they get paid.
They book them for certain hours, and then let's say, all right, we have you guys work. Obviously, I'm guessing here with how many hours a week. Oh, you're only booked for 50, and if they go over 50 or whatever the due date they chose. Then it's an additional fee. What do you mean? No, I'm telling you how it is. You just say no with the shit I know. You're right. Yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is like over 13 years. I'm assuming they're hiring different groups of people and stuff like that. So.
Well, yeah, I agree, but
so they're probably not paying deadlines like that. They're probably just moving on to the next group of batch of people. But either way, $1 billion. They're not paying editors billions of dollars. CGI editors billions of dollars.
Like, Google it right now.
That what? How much?
Google it. Go see how big the crew is for fucking. Avatar, and then I'll say you're a fucking retard, and I was right. Give him a minute, guys, because he just doesn't believe you. I tell him how it is. He's like, no, that's wrong. You sound like a fucking woman. No, you're wrong. Give him a minute, guys. Give him a sec. Let's see. I think of other things I can discuss. But yeah, $2 billion is wild. I do agree with that. $2 billion.
Well,
but
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand. Like, they paid out $2 billion already before the movie. That doesn't make sense to me. Like,
that's what they fucking said. They're not gonna make up.
Avatar 2's budget was $460 million. The whole movie, everything.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Like that's like break even is like what they expect to get type of shit. That's all I meant. Like, there's no way they paid everyone to do it.
No, I agree. I don't know how they got that number. I assumed it was because of the CGI.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the CGI was probably like $50 million. You know what I mean? You got to pay fucking Kate Winslet fucking $10 million to be in the movie.
Let's push it to 100. For that
maybe 100. But you got to think, you got to pay James Cameron. What he getting? $50 million.
Back up a bit.
20. What is James Cameron getting? $20 million for the movie? 50. Like,
yeah, whatever. Yeah, that was.
You know what I mean? So what? Jake's getting 10 to 20.
Yeah.
Same with Zoe. She's getting 20.
Yeah.
The Kate Winslet from Titanic.
Yeah.
She's probably getting 10. I was reading a story that she said that's the chick from Titanic.
Who?
The water queen.
Oh, the queen?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
She also broke the record for longest time underwater while filming this movie, 7 minutes.
Damn, Tom Cruise about to fuck out of a bitch fit. He about to catch him smoke.
But I was reading a story that she said she would never work with James Cameron again after Titanic because he was such an asshole during that movie to her, like, because he was like so particular.
Yeah, I mean that's just how it is when you have that. I have no issue with that. If you're like a dick, like to get your.
He seems like do it his way or he's gonna be a fucking miserable fucking prick.
I agree. I 100% agree. But that some people are like that. What's his Michael Bay's like that? He's known as like a dick. But like at the end of the day, like they're trying to tell the story that they want to tell in a certain way. So they're gonna be like, hey, cut your shit out. I don't give a fuck what you gotta say. Yeah. Which I don't mind that. Obviously, if he's like super abusive, that'd be a
yeah. I'd have to be in the moment to know. Like,
I'm pretty sure he was like, stop being a dumb bitch. Like,
because
I'm not saying it's right.
These ladies, I'm sure they're not nice to people either. So that's what I would have to see. It's like,
because
some people are just jerks, like in general. So are Kate Winslet. I'm sure she's been a jerk to somebody plenty of times. So, but I just thought it was funny. I read that she said she would never be in the movie again.
You know who I had a crush on for Avatar 2?
Who?
The daughter.
Which daughter?
Nah, not
Kiri.
No, fuck her. No, she can go play with the fish all day. I don't give a fuck. She can go play underwater.
The fish girl.
Yeah, the
daughter?
fish girl.
You had a crush on her.
Yeah,
hey, you like tall blue girls?
Shawty was good.
You like girls who are bigger than you and kick your ass?
I can fucking beat her. I'll O.J. Simpson her ass. I will beat the fuck out of her.
Oh, you got that jungle fever like Spider, huh?
She's blue. She's actually light skinned. She's mixed. Shorty mixed out here. The forest people are darker.
Yeah, I guess they were darker than the water people.
Yeah, she's mixed.
That's racism. That's subliminal. They're trying to get us to fight. It's like Black Panther.
That is
They're trying to get the darker skins to fight the lighter skins.
She's Mexican though. What's up? I got Latina. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have any more points.
Not me so much either. I really like the movie. Since we're getting to the end, I'll give it my rating. I would have given it 7 out of 10. Oh. I thought it was a really good movie. The plot was a little bare bones, but I think there was good layers to it. And I thought it looked good, and all the action was good to me. Like I said, it is a little long and drags at times, but so did the first Avatar. So it's all, like I said, if you like the first one, you'll like the second one.
I gave it a 4.8.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's super. There's no way it's gonna. That's like you just try to be critical. Like,
no, it's because
there's no way it's gonna get that low, like an audience score.
I don't give a fuck. I'm saying what I said. I need to fucking.
I know that. I'm just saying, like, I don't know, like, what was.
Well, because it's my biggest reason is because I've watched several 3-hour movies. Obviously, I've watched a million in my lifetime, but like in the past year or two, I've watched a good amount. It's 3 hours. Actually, as we're recording, the next one we're doing next is Babylon, and that didn't feel like 3 hours to me. That was a really well-paced movie. You'll see the fucking next episode. But Avatar, after the intro, once they move, it was so fucking long, and you didn't know when the finale got to the final act was like a fucking like 3-part final act. Like it was so annoying. And like I was like, oh, it's the ending. And I was like, oh no, it's not.
But again, I feel like that was the first one too. The first one was like the first part. They fought in the sky. Then they won that battle. Then they met Quaritch in the fucking.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying that one was a little more well paced than this one. This one dragged ass.
Like I said, I would have to be side by side.
I had for a sequel. I had a lot. higher expectations. It just felt like it was the same.
I don't know. I personally don't ever have higher expectations for the sequel because the sequel's never better.
Well,
than the
I mean,
original.
like for a sequel, that's what I should say. Higher expectations as a sequel, but it literally was just like the same exact movie except slower. Like that's all it was. It was the same movie, copy and paste it. Let's just extend the time and just do fucking water.
I agree. There was similar concepts where it's like Jake's joining a different tribe, learning how to do different things.
And then it was like it was copy and paste.
It's like, oh, we can't. They were having problems using the whales.
Right.
And like Jake gets there,
again.
and then everybody can use them. Like,
fuck off. That pissed me off.
Yeah, that girl's like, I could control them with my powers.
Yeah, I got superpowers now. So great. Now we got fucking Superman and then Darth Vader. Like, I guess we got all that shit going on.
And the chick from Titanic.
Yeah, and chick from Titanic, and she's back in water. Shorty got types.
Look, and she could hold her breath for 8 minutes, and she still let Jack drown.
I was literally going to say,
stay woke, King. That bitch could hold her breath for 7 minutes, and she let Jack die.
What a thought. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Do us a favor, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Comment what you thought about Avatar: Way of the Water. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Links are on the screen and down below. Other than that, I'm Tom. This is Sean, and we'll see you guys next episode. Take care.